Hey, you enjoying that music, deep divers? Shout out to everyone who's here. We won. Oh, we won, deep divers. Shout out to everyone who knows they won. Major paradigm shift happening. Shout out to everyone. So I just uploaded a video. I'm like, hey, let's talk about this live in real time. It's not about me. It's about you. It's about all of us right now. So many people right now are waking up on the planet. Thank goodness. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone who made it. We finally made it. One love to everybody here. We won. Absolutely. I'm not even going to waste time, deep divers. You better get here. You better be here because we're going to dive straight into it. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Shout out to everyone who's raising the frequency. Shout out to everyone who's raising the vibration. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We got the chat on. Reading your comments in live time. Let me start with reading some comments, okay? Let me start with reading some comments. One love to everyone out there. I'm here for you, deep divers. Shout out to you. I hope you are really in good vibrations and good spirits. Yes, we got a whole lot to talk about. Back on the live stream, deep divers. Shout out to everyone who's here. Let me give a shout out to Keisha Johnson. Love to all. Shout out to you, Keisha. Let me give a shout out to K Deep Perceptions. Okay. What about 3 days of darkness? When? Is it the sun? We will not see, or power outage? Thank you, Ralph. Okay. People just asking questions. We ain't even started yet, deep divers, right? We ain't even started yet. We ain't even started yet, deep divers, but I'm reading the comments. Shout out to everyone who's here. We won. And I truly know that we have won because everything that's happening right now on the planet is a confirmation that we won. It's a confirmation that we were right all along, that this matrix is on its way out. And what you are seeing is the collapse of an entire empire. Throughout the ages, civilizations have fell and they've risen. This civilization is on its way out. And before any civilization makes its exit, there's always chaos. There's always a state of lockdown because we are in the metamorphosis. A new earth is being created, being born. So we got to celebrate. I don't want a lot of people to feel depressed out there. I don't want you to feel sad out there because I truly know we are living in the greatest times ever. This is the greatest opportunity for us all to wake up, reclaim our power, do a little samba, baby. Do a little samba, baby. We won. I really hope you can feel that. And this looks like a Stargate. Ever watch that movie, Deep Divers, Stargate? Okay. And a lot of people have been feeling that way, like we're actually returning to some kind of golden age. And that's what happens. When it seems like it's the end, it's only the beginning. When it seems like it's the end, it's only the beginning. Shout out to everyone in the chat, deep divers. Round of applause if you made it. Now, a lot is happening on the planet, okay? You already saw what happened in Capital. A lot of mayhem, a lot of panic, a lot of outrage. And this is all happening for a reason. Everything is happening for a reason. And Yes, the matrix is crumbling faster than you can say you know what. And this is the time we're living in, deep divers. We're truly in the age of Aquarius. We're truly in a whole new world. I want to give a shout out to everyone who's here. You are truly appreciated. I told you, deep divers, I'm not going to waste time tonight. We're going to dive straight into it. I'm reading comments. We're going to chop it up real good. Okay. Hey, we got the bear down the road. We got the bear down the road. Shout out to the bear down the road. You are appreciated. Much love, brother, and much love to the deep divers supporting this channel of love. Remember, deep divers, keep the vibes high and do something today that you can thank yourself for tomorrow. Oh, I like that. Absolutely. Do something today that you can thank yourself for tomorrow. Can we drop a bomb on that? Can we get a bomb on that? What? Absolutely. Shout out to everyone here. We won. I just put out that video and a lot of people were feeling it. A lot of people share the same sentiment. They feel it. They feel that we are truly living in a transformational time. And that's why so much is happening so fast, so quickly, all at the same time, because the hidden is coming to light. So I told you, okay, there has been this massive censorship going on the internet for a little while now, but it's intensified as soon as this pandemic broke out. The big tech companies, the YouTube, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, they started to deplatform people, even gave me a community guideline strike, deep divers. Even the cat down the road was like, you can't do that to Ralph. You can't do that, right? But they were just censoring people, and they still are. But something happened, and something is happening, that we are beginning to see a global uprising, okay? We're beginning to see a global uprising. Let me shout out to everyone here. Once again, it's not about me, deep divers. Okay, it's about you. This is your show. I want to read the comments. I want to see how you're doing. Let me give a shout out to Spencer Moore. Okay, Spencer Moore, you are appreciated. Plato's cave has caved in. What? Slow motion this side. From the cat down the road. Love is the answer, always and forever. Come together, people. Peace. Wonderful. Absolutely. 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 And that's a great comment, actually. If you don't know about Plato's cave, deep divers, go and research Plato's cave. Very, very important. Plato's cave. Let me shout out to everyone who's here, everyone who's really diving deep. Everyone who's really freeing their minds every single day. That's what it's about right now. That's what it's about right now. One love to everyone who's in the chat. I see all of you. So we won. And a lot of people can feel it. A lot of people truly can feel it. A lot of people know it. A lot of people are waking up now more than ever. Let me give a shout out to everyone in the chat. I'm just reading comments, deep divers, today. I'm just reading comments today. Taham, shout out to you. You shine, bro, and that's what I'm saying. Love you, bro. Well appreciated. Greetings and love from Belgium. Shout out to you in Belgium. So we won. We won. And a lot of people can feel this. A lot of people can feel something epic happening. Let me give a huge shout out to the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful deep divers here in the chat. Welcome, deep divers. I hope your day is going good. I hope you're on that super high frequency. Shout out to you, Nicole. You are appreciated. I'm just giving gratitude today, deep divers, because there are so many beautiful deep divers who are really diving deep, who are really a part of the awakening. Nicole, you are appreciated. Nicole Reichter, thank you so much. Awesome that we are here. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's awesome we are here. And I told you, deep divers, we won. Because as I was saying, shout out to everyone in the chat. As I was saying, okay, that a lot of these tech companies, they were going very hard with the censorship, and they still are, but there's been a lot of pushback. You see, I spoke of this. New Polish law could fine social media companies up to 2.2 million for censoring lawful speech. If passed, the new law will allow Poles to appeal to court in the case of unjust bans and censorship related to the removal of posts on social media. Now, that's huge. That's huge, because the reason why this is huge, because a lot of people are starting to say we ain't having it. I told you, talk radio was deplatformed on YouTube. They had around 200,000 subscribers. And they were deplatformed for an unspecified reason. Now, because of the pushback, YouTube replatformed them. So what does this mean? It means that the power is in the people. It always has been. More people now are standing up for their freedom of speech. More people now are standing up against what's happening, and they're saying we ain't having it. Right? And that's beautiful. That's so beautiful to see. We got a whole lot to talk about. There's even pushback, deep divers. Check this out. All the way in Senegal, okay, there's been a lot of pushback. And this is huge as well, okay? Protests erupt in Senegal over new COVID-19 measures. So worldwide, a lot of people are pushing back. All the way in Senegal. Go figure, right? So a lot is happening. And I'm here to remind you, we won. Everybody on this live, we won. How you feeling, deep divers? Let me give a shout out to everyone who's here. Everyone who's here. If you are on this live, deep divers, smash the like button, please. If you're on this live, smash the like button, because we won. Let's smash the like button and celebrate. Share this link with your friends and family. I didn't even announce I was going to do a live. I just did it, deep divers, okay? Shout out to everybody who's here. Everybody who's diving deep. Lucidity, shout out to you. I appreciate you. Synchronicities, love you, Ralph. I love you too. I love you too. I love everyone here, because love is the answer. And that's why we're winning. You know, a lot of people are no longer buying into the fear of what's happening around them. A lot of people aren't buying it. They're simply not buying it. And it's a problem when you're not afraid. They can no longer control you. The inorganic ones can't control people who aren't afraid. And that's what you're seeing all around the world. Millions of people waking up, no longer afraid, no longer being prisoners to fear. Instead, they're standing up strong. And I told you, you're seeing the pushback all over the world. All over the world, you're seeing the pushback. Shout out to everyone here who's diving deep. Oh yeah, a lot of people are like, Ralph, I love the background. And the pyramids are so essential because they represent knowledge. And only knowledge will save us. Ignorance will only lead us to the slaughterhouse. And the reason why we won is because more people are gravitating towards knowledge. It's not about what I'm telling you. It's not about what the news are telling you. It's not about what politicians are telling you. It's about what you know for yourself. Don't listen to anything I say. Do your own research about everything in this global pandemic. Start to think for yourself. Open your mind and you'll find the secrets. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers. Everybody who's here. Oh, we just went straight into the video, deep divers. We just went straight into the video. One love to everyone. Greetings, wonderful deep divers. Shout out to everybody who's here. Okay. We won. Absolutely, I'm back. See, that's what happens when the energy gets too high, deep divers. Shout out to everybody here. So we won, most definitely. Let me give a shout out to everyone who's on this live chat. If you're on this live, smash the like button. And so let's proceed, deep divers. Let me just shout out to everyone who's here. Everyone who can really feel the awakening happening all around us. Johan, shout out to Johan. Shout out to you. Who is us? Love you, Ralph. Love you, Ralph, as much as I love myself. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Reading your comments in live time, deep divers. Sabora Jackson, shout out to you. Thank you, beautiful spirit. When can we play chess? That's a great question. We can play anytime. Anytime you're ready. Anytime you're ready, Sabora. Okay. So we won. Yes, I just put out that video, deep divers, and a lot of people were saying, Ralph, gosh, go live. So we're here and we have truly won. If you can wake up and see everything around you, the matrix, what you were told to believe in, if you can start to see the illusion for what it is, you won. We are entering the age of Aquarius, and that's why you're seeing tremendous pushback all over the world. Tremendous uprisings. Like I said, even in Senegal, protests erupt in Senegal over new COVID-19 measures. We're also seeing tremendous pushback by people saying, actually, we want to preserve free speech. New Polish law could fine social media companies up to 2.2 million for censoring lawful speech. So we're in great times of change. Great times of change. You saw what happened in Capitol. There's an uprising of the people. And ultimately, we have to remind ourselves that it's long overdue for an uprising. It's long overdue because, frankly, what's happening on the planet is a tragedy. What's happening on the planet is a tragedy because a lot of people are being deprived of their freedom. A lot of children don't know what it's like to play with other children in the park. But the good news is that a lot of people are now having time to think about the life they're living. Everything that's happening is actually a blessing in disguise. This is the greatest opportunity for human beings to wake up. The greatest opportunity for human beings to see what's been staring them in the face all along. The greatest opportunity to say, actually, I can't depend on out there. I got to depend on in here. I got to depend on myself, because no government's going to come and save me. Right? And that's the whole thing. We got to remind ourselves, if you look at the word government, it means govern mind, government, right? So we have to become sovereign within ourselves. We have to learn that nobody is coming to save us in politics. We have to learn how to govern. We have to learn how to govern ourselves and also govern our own communities. And this is the new awakening that's happening on the planet. I told you, there's going to be a huge split. It's already happening between 3D and 5D. You're already seeing it. You're already seeing it. You got the believers and the non-believers. You got the people who are saying, hey, wear a mask 24/7, do this, do that, just be a sheep. But then you have people who are starting to think for themselves. You're having people who are going against their own family members, who are trying to condition them. And this is why we're living in such phenomenal times. A lot of people will be trapped in the old world with new rules, regulations, track and trace. But a large majority of people will be living in a whole new world, because millions of people are waking up, and that's why we won. Shout out to everybody here in the chat. You are appreciated, deep divers. Brian Santana, shout out to you. Man knows thyself, then those are who knows the universe and gods. Absolutely. When you know who you are, you come to know the secrets of the universe and the gods. Absolutely. Shout out to everyone who made it here. Oh yeah. ZH, shout out to you. You are appreciated. And deep divers, I want you to remind yourself that you don't have to cry yourself a river anymore. You don't have to drown in your sorrows anymore, because there is a massive worldwide awakening happening. And for the longest time, I told you, they've been trying to censor it, delete videos, deplatform people, ban people. This is all because the truth is coming out. There's nothing anybody can do about it, because in the age of Aquarius, which is the water bearer, the hidden will come to light, and what's done in the dark will always come to the light. And that's what's happening. ZH, shout out to you. You are appreciated. Hello, love. Infinite of the kind, of course. The synchronicity of the breath freaked me out the first time it happened. But yay, knew and walked me through it lifetime. Okay, shout out to you, ZH. I was understanding the first part of that. No, I'm just kidding. Are you? Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Shout out to everyone who's here. Shout out to everyone who knows that things are not as bad as they seem. Every single day, media always want to get us into fear. That's why they always tell you it's going to get worse. More cases rising. This is happening. That's happening. It's always about fear, because fear is the only currency they have. What? Slow motion this side. Fear is the only currency they have. That's the only thing they have. That's the only weapon they have. When you take away fear from the equation, they are left with nothing. Their only weapon they have is fear. So every single day, you're going to hear more bad news, because I told you, the inorganic ones feed off your fear. They need your fear to survive. If you're not afraid, they don't survive. If you are afraid, they live. But now a lot of people are learning how to control their emotions. This is why we won. A lot of people are starting to realize that fear is the greatest energy vampire. This is why you won. Shout out to everybody who's here, who's raising the vibration, raising the frequency. One love to everybody here. Happy 21. Tiana May, shout out to you. Shout out to all you wonderful deep divers. You know, and I like this background, deep divers, because it reminds me of Stargate. It reminds me of an epic movie, right? It reminds me of an epic movie, but also it reminds me that people are starting to remember who they really are. Before you were John or Jill or Ralph or Mary or Sandra, you were a spiritual being having a human experience. Everything you've accumulated from this matrix has been designed to take you away from yourself. And this is why people are starting to wake up. One love to everybody who's here. Can you feel the shift, deep divers? Can you feel the shift or what? I can feel the shift, Ralph. I can feel the shift. Now, I also want to tell you, we got to be very careful, and I'm always careful not to get caught up in what the media want me to see. So you probably saw what was happening in Capitol, you know, this uprising, but they did that so you can see that. But you always have to look beyond what the media want you to see. Right? You got to be smart. So if the media if they're always showing you a news story, it means there's an agenda behind it. Shakespeare told you the whole world is a stage. And if you can see that, congratulations. Oh yeah, we won. We won. If you can see that, we won. Shout out to everyone who's eating to live. If you're doing that, we won. If you've got your Buddha bowl, deep divers, your broccoli, your quinoa, your cucumbers, you won. One love to everybody who's here. One love to everybody who's diving deep. Everybody who's really empowering themselves today. Lynn Winters, the wonderful. Lynn Winters, you are appreciated, Lynn. Thank you so much for your support. Thankful, grateful, and blessed. Fearless always. Love is my wholeness. One love all, Lynn. And that's beautifully put. Fearless always. That's the mindset we got to have in this new world. Fearless always. And once we have that, we have our vision back. One love to everybody who's here. So, why else did we win? If we realize that things are becoming very obvious now, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to see this. All you have to do is just Do your own research. And when you start to realize that, how can the whole entire world be under lockdown? Unless there is a force that has been controlling the whole entire world. Right? So you start to realize that there is a force on this planet which has been controlling millions, billions of people, not millions, billions of people. And this is not new. This has been happening for thousands of years. Thousands of years. And I did the whole video on the Anunnaki, right? I did the whole video on the Anunnaki. Who created human beings as a slave race to mine for gold. Take a look at Zecharia Sitchin's work. Very fascinating. But there's a hidden history on this planet, and if you don't know it, you'll always be confused. What we're dealing with right now is spiritual warfare. And that's how it's always been, because before the physical, there's the spiritual. And when you realize that a lot of people are starting to realize, like the great Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Energy, frequency, and vibration. These are the three things you have to master. Master your energy and you will be protected. Master your vibration, raising the vibration, and you will be protected. Master your frequency and you will be protected, raising the frequency. But this is how they also control you in this matrix, through the energy, frequency, and vibration. And the good news is that a lot of people are starting to realize that something isn't adding up on the planet. Uh-oh. Something isn't adding up. Not only that, something doesn't feel right. And anytime you feel it doesn't feel right, that's your intuition talking to you. Don't ignore it. If you are trusting your intuition today, congratulations, you won. One love to everyone who's here, deep divers. If you are on this live, smash the like button, deep divers, because we won. Smash the like button and share this link with other people so they can know Ralph Smart is live. ZH, shout out to you. I put my faith in my tribe. If you need some musical fashion, look up Levitt 8 on SoundCloud, the Atlas XOL. Definitely enter higher state with one listen. Fantastic. Thank you for that. Gratitude to everyone who's here. Ollie Soul, shout out to you. Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate you. And this is why I say we won, because there are so many amazing souls like you who are watching this. And this gives me a hope that humanity is heading in a great direction. It gives me a hope that people aren't as asleep as they tell you. No, it's just that they've been hiding information. And they've been censoring people. But now, like I told you, there's a tremendous pushback happening, because now it's at your doorstep. You see, it wasn't our problem because it wasn't at our doorstep. Now it's at our doorstep. It's now become our problem. It's at your doorstep right now. It's at your doorstep. It's at my doorstep. It's at even the cat down the road's doorstep. Everyone has to deal with this situation right now on the planet. You can't run away from it. You got to deal with it. So this is the greatest opportunity to really show the universe what you're made of, to really reclaim your power and stand tall, to really stand up for your freedom of speech, to really proclaim to the universe that you're not going to back down. I told you about the film Braveheart. One of the lines were, "They can never take my freedom." And they can never take our freedom. We have to protect it at all costs. Spencer Moore, shout out to you. You are appreciated. Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. Ralph, we care about you. Thank you for your daily videos and peace to you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Spencer. And, you know, there's so many beautiful deep divers here. So many beautiful deep divers who know they won. Let me give a shout out to Leon. Leon, can we listen to the music you produced? Okay, Leon. Now I always play my regular songs like Breathing in That Good Ass Prana Baby in 80s. But we're gonna do a bit of dancing today, deep divers. You want the instrumental or the vocals to go with it, okay? Let's go somewhere. Let's go somewhere like Hawaii, maybe.
All the night.
Oh yeah, we went we went to Hawaii, deep divers. Okay, glad you're feeling the song. That's a song I produced actually, and you know that's what it's about. Reed Johnson, shout out to you. Thanks for inspiring me to go vegan. The video on B12 pushed me to do it. Do you know any ways to learn about the effects of color? Good music. I appreciate that. Absolutely. We got to remind ourselves that colors are vibrations. Colors are vibrations, and how they control people is through colors. And we have to remind ourselves that for instance, if you watch the news, there's always red, which stimulates the root chakra, fear, survival. But on the opposite side, we also have violet, which symbolizes the crown chakra, illumination. So we can really change our energy with different colors. I'm doing it all the time, deep divers. I'm doing it all the time. Let me show you something about color, because we ain't gone 80s today. We ain't gone 80s today, deep divers. Let's go 80s. People were like, Ralph, let's go 80s. Let's go 80s. Let's go 80s. Let's go 80s. Oh, we went 80s, deep divers. I told you, we can go 80s anytime, right? We can go 80s anytime. You see, that's what happens when you're enjoying yourself. You even forgot what you were talking about, right? Wait a minute. We won, deep divers. Let's not forget that. We won. And that's a good attitude to have with you every single where you go. The feeling of victory. Because if we see what's happening on the planet right now, a lot of people, they want to feel sad about the situation. They want to feel sorry for themselves, because anytime you feel sorry for yourself, helpless, powerless, you forget that you can change the situation. And the reason why we won is because millions of people right now are no longer forcing themselves to drink the Kool-Aid. Who was it that said the more absurd the lie, the more it's believed? And a lot of people are starting to think for themselves. And this is where the road to freedom begins. Having your own thinking, not allowing the media to think for you. No longer choosing to be sheep. You see, the problem with being a sheep is that you shouldn't be afraid of the wolf. You should be afraid of the shepherd. Because the shepherd is the one leading you to the slaughterhouse. What? Slow motion this side. Right? And now people are starting to get back that Leo energy of the lion and say, actually, I got to become the hero of this story. This is why we won. We got to stand triumphant. Shout out to everyone who's here. Dylan Howard, you are appreciated. Turning Wake by Isla Nero, extremely powerful for our movement. Deep love to you, Ralph. Let's collaborate sometime with our humanitarian alliance for change and upshift for all humanity. You are appreciated, Dylan. One love to everybody. Can you feel that we truly won, deep divers? Because we're starting to see things fall apart. And the reason why things are falling apart is not because they want things to fall apart, but because they have no choice. Their time is up. It's the age of Aquarius time. It's the fifth dimension time. It's the time where love reigns supreme. And all we have to do right now is put aside our egos. You see, someone asked me, Ralph, how come only a few people can control billions of people? Right? How come only a few people can control billions of people? It's because the few people work together and the billions of people do not work together. So the solution is always to remind yourself that when you work together, you can always accomplish a whole lot more. I said, in a world of 7.8 billion people, no one should be isolated. Nobody should be alone. In a world of 7.8 billion people, imagine what would happen if we loved and respected each other. Imagine what we could accomplish. Well, we're now starting to realize that. Because we've all been cast in the same boat. You see, COVID-19 doesn't care about how much money you have. Let me repeat that. COVID-19 doesn't care about how much money you have. Because people are starting to realize, and check this out, this is where it goes deep, deep divers. It doesn't matter how much you acquire in the matrix if you don't have your freedom. Right? People are starting to realize that. It doesn't matter what I've acquired materialistically. If I don't have freedom, I don't have anything at all. So like I said, the reason why we won is because a lot of people are starting to realize what really matters. And they're starting to say, actually, we got to protect what really matters, which is our freedom. And that's why you saw everything happen the way in Capital, like it did. And all around the world, there's great uprising, a great uprising happening, great uprisings happening. Shout out to everyone who's here. Shout out to everyone who's really diving deep and finding their true power. I'm reading all the comments, deep divers. I'm excited to see a lot of people here. Bryant Santana, shout out to you. Thank you, Ralph. I love you. You helped me so much. I've learned so much from these past 2 months. It's just so amazing. Fear is out, man. We gods, absolutely. Round of applause if you know that. Absolutely. We are co-creators, and this is why a lot of people are standing victorious, because they know that. And the God in me respects the God in you. Ladies, the goddess in you should respect the goddess in her. We've got to remind ourselves we're made from stardust. We got tricked into believing we were just these physical shells. Now people are starting to wake up again. Now people are starting to wait for it. I think we got a song for it, deep divers. What are people starting to do, deep divers? Beautiful deep divers, peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. And I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby, because it feels so good to be alive, deep divers. Just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Oh, if you are breathing in that good ass prana, deep divers, that's fantastic. You love that song. That's what's up. So like I told you, deep divers, a lot is happening on the planet, and we got to remind ourselves we won because more people are standing up for their free speech. I told you, new Polish law could fine social media companies up to 2.2 million for censoring lawful speech. If passed, the new law will allow Poles to appeal to court in the case of unjust bans and censorship related to the removal of posts and social media. So you're seeing tremendous pushback. Not only that, what's going on in Senegal, all the way in Africa, protests erupt in Senegal over new COVID-19 measures. So we're starting to see tremendous pushback. We're starting to see tremendous pushback. We're starting to see the end of censorship as well. And we have to all focus on this collectively, because this is how we bring about the reality. People were saying, Ralph, did you see the film Songbird? Because they were talking about COVID-23. In fact, by the way, let me give a shout out to everyone who's here. Everyone who's here. Everyone who's diving deep. I got to give thanks. I got to give appreciation to Nicole Riker. Nicole Reiter, thank you so much. I pay my dues like I can. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Nicole. Making me emotional right now. So we got to remind ourselves that people are rising up, and it's happening all around the world. And we've been led to believe that things are ending. No, things are just beginning. And this is why We won, because if you made it this far, you won already. If you are awake and aware, you already won. If you know who you are, you already won. If you are woke, you already won. If you are someone who's using your voice, speaking your truth, even if your voice shakes, you already won. Congratulations. If you are someone who's going all out, you won. You see, nothing is more powerful than a self-realized human being. Slow motion this side. Nothing is more powerful than a self-realized human being. And you can't control someone who knows themselves. You can't control someone who knows who they are. And I keep going back to that line the wonderful Isabel said on a live stream like this. They are afraid of love because love creates a world they cannot control. And what's happening, the reason why I say we won, is because love is beating fear in this game. And love always wins, by the way, but love is really coming to the forefront. People are reminding themselves they don't need any more fear. They don't need any more manipulation, intimidation, no more gaslighting. And I told you, they were going to do it. I told you back in the day, by calling you a COVIDiot, right? You're not crazy. You're just waking up. And, you know, congratulations to you if that's you today, if you are really finding your power. H.A. Hamilton, you are appreciated. We love you, Ralph. I love you too. You are appreciated. Once again, everyone smash the like button, deep divers. Let's celebrate that we won. Let's beat the algorithm. Because if you've seen the documentary, The Social Dilemma, and I spoke about this, that everything that's happening on the planet as well is steering humanity into artificial intelligence. So we know the richest man in the Matrix. We know who that is, okay? He goes by the name of Elon Musk. He just passed Jeff Bezos. $181 billion, okay? So he already told you, you are already a cyborg. Most of the population are already cyborgs. And the end goal is to have the Neuralink, which is the chip inside of your brain, which can actually control your emotions. And we got to remind ourselves that we are in a pivotal time, a time of great change, but also a time where we have to hold on to our freedoms, because if not, the human being in the next 5 years is going to be very different from the one today. You're going to be dealing with kind of people, artificial intelligence people. So right now, a lot of people are starting to wake up, and they're starting, I'm seeing it even in my own reality. A lot of people are starting to say, actually, where do I want to be next year? A lot of people are going to start moving away from these busy cities, these urban areas, and they're going to go back to the land. They're going to be building communities. They're going to be singing and dancing. They're going to be in tune with Mother Nature, because that's what's happening on the planet. A lot of people are now coming back to themselves more than ever. And this is all because of the great shift. I told you. It goes back to an ancient prophecy of the Mayans. December 21st, 2012, the world officially ends. 2020 was 2012, and that's why the world did end, as we know it. But the Mayans weren't talking of a ending of a world. They were talking about the ending of a version of a world. In other words, we got to update. Raising the frequency. We got an upgrade. Do you think the universe waited for human beings to invent updates before it started to update? That's a question. Do you think the universe waited for human beings to create updates before it started to update? No. This is a universal phenomenon. And there are updates happening every single second. And planet Earth is going through one. It's getting updated. And that means we are entering a whole new dimension. And the inorganic ones know this. So it's no coincidence. The Great Conjunction, December 21st, Saturn, Jupiter, right? Jupiter, which represents love, expansion. Saturn, which represents ego, limitation. They meet each other. But we also have to remind ourselves Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. And in ancient Rome, in ancient Greece, in ancient Egypt, Jupiter was the god of gods. Jupiter represents expansion, love, and us just going through the Great Conjunction. We now know the Jupiter energy on the planet is very strong. Jupiter is the one that stands up for justice. What happened in Capitol? People going into Congress. This is all part of the awakening that's happening. This is all part of the great uprising that's happening. And it's only going to get more intensified. It's only going to get more. You're only going to see it more and more as the days go on. You're going to see a lot of people saying we ain't having it. A lot of people taking to the streets and protesting. A lot of people also reminding themselves that it's time to detach. It's time to unplug. You see, the spell has been broken. And that's why we're going through a very weird period. Because the flashing lights of the Matrix, all of that is coming to an end. And trust me, they didn't want this to happen like this. They didn't want to be in lockdown. They wanted to continue. Universe said, sit your ass down. We often think that human beings are in control of this planet. No. Nothing happens without the universe's permission. Nothing happens without the universe ordaining it to happen. There's something else going on the planet. There's something else going on the planet. And that's why the inorganic ones are shaking in their boots. Because we got to remind ourselves, shout out to everyone here. We got to remind ourselves, deep divers, that what would the planet look like if 7 billion people found out who they really were? What would happen? Everything would stop, right? Everything would just come to a big stop. The whole of society would be changed. So this is the period for that to happen. Now, what they've done is that they've changed the whole of society as well, because it coincides with what's actually happening all around the world. People's DNA activating again. And that's why they want to shut it down, because this is the time people are supposed to know who they really are. And we have to remind ourselves this is a great time to be alive. Any moment of fear in your life is a moment you could have been happy. Slow motion this side. One love to everybody here, deep divers. Can you feel the shift? Can you feel the shift? Spencer Moore, you are appreciated. Everyone here is because of positivity. Arguably, Ralph's positivity. Love thy neighbor, people. You are appreciated, Spencer. Alexis 28, shout out to you. I need to add, I'm just raising the vibration, baby. The children of the light prevail, unity. Absolutely. And that's what I love what you put there, Alexis 28. The children of light prevail all day, every day. We got to remind ourselves of that. A new earth is happening. Absolutely. Sabrina, thank you for that. Thank you for reminding us all of that. The wonderful, magnificent Sabrina Marie, Angelic Light 93. Shout out to you. A new earth is happening. Trust and keep holding the vision in your mind. Woo! Absolutely.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Absolutely. A new earth is happening. Trust and keep holding the vision in your mind. And this is what you have to do. I told you, all you need is 1% of the population to change the collective reality. That makes up critical mass. And all we have to do is hold the vision in our mind of the world we want, and it will manifest. Only focus on the world that you wish to live in. Only focus on the world that you wish to live in. Only focus on the cat down the road. On the world you wish to live in. And that's so powerful, Sabrina. Keep holding the vision in your mind. And this is magic. This is how we perform magic to create our own reality. Because how they've been controlling so many people for so long in this matrix is by giving you things to think about. Bad news, bad stories. So if enough people think of that, they end up creating someone else's reality, which doesn't serve them. So we have to reverse that and keep holding the vision in our minds. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. One love to everybody who's here. So let's do a bit more dancing, deep divers. You ready? This is just the instrumental this time. Oh, yeah. One love to everybody who's here. One love to everyone who's just raising the frequency. So on these lives, I always do a meditation with a song I created called Angel. And let's just really meditate, hold a vision for the world that we want. Whatever world that is, whatever world it is you want, hold that vision. Let's do the meditation. Listen to this and let's hold that intention. Oh yes, that was just to really go there. We got to remind ourselves that's more powerful than anything else. Shout out to everyone who's here, deep divers. I love all of you. You are appreciated. K Deep Perception, shout out to you. Gratitude for your positivity. You keep me stronger in my light every single day. Love you, Ralph, and all the beautiful deep divers. Shout out to you. You are appreciated. Wonderful. And if you are someone out there who is starting to realize that things aren't always what they seem, but you've got your whole family going against you, friends thinking you're weird, strange, you won. And this is the path a lot of people have to take, especially a lot of people who are awake. As your eyes open, you start to see things a lot of people can't see. As your ears open, you start to hear things a lot of people can't hear. Congratulations, you won. But you have to also, and this is what I also reminded myself of, everyone is at a different level. Everyone is at a different stage. And therefore, as we are entering the age of Aquarius, not everyone's going to get there with you. Some people, even people you know, friends, family, they're going to be stuck in the old world. But you are going to meet your true family in the new world. So I'm very excited that we won, that freedom reigns supreme, that a lot of people are waking up on the planet, that a lot of people are no longer being silent. Doctors are coming out, speaking up loud and proud. The cat down the road is coming out from the bed and doing his morning stretches. It's so wonderful to see so many people right now, like I said, going plant-based, taking care of their health, putting it first. This shows me that we won. So always protect your freedom every single day. Always make sure you are choosing love every single day. Much love to everybody here. Love is the only way. Love is always the only way. Let me read these comments. I got fireworks going off outside of my window, deep divers. I think they're celebrating. Right? I think they're celebrating. December Divine 555, shout out to you. Who else feels the shift? Instant manifestation, less food intake, more activity in 4D, heightened intuition. Who else can feel 5D in the air? Ralph says, focus only on what you desire. New Earth. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can feel it, honey. I can definitely feel it. Okay? I can definitely feel it. Let me just remind you that expect more tricks from the inorganic ones, but also expect great news that a new earth is being created as I speak. And the global reset button has been pushed. And we must remind ourselves that sometimes it's hard to let go of what you were used to. Sometimes it's hard to let go of even an old world. But if we want to protect our sanity, our freedoms, we have to let it go. That's what I'm doing. That's what the cat down the road is doing. That's what a lot of people I know are doing. Because, like I said in the video, we won. We have to move forward because there's nowhere to go back to. Slow motion this side. We have to move forward because there is nowhere to go back to. We can't go back because there's nothing to go back to. So we can only push forward. We can only push forward. If you are on this live, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you smash the like button so we can beat the algorithm, and also share the link. But, and someone said, Ralph, gosh, why weren't you in nature today? You know how many videos I've done in nature, deep divers? Do you know how many videos I've done in nature? I've done over 3,000 videos in the heart of nature. I'm in nature every single day. And another secret as well is to learn how to be creative. You see, this is how you're now moving to the next level, right? We got this background. We're doing it big, deep divers, okay? Stargate. Try new things this new year. Don't always get stuck on the same thing. That's why I always say I'm different. Everything I do is always leveling up. And this is how to grow. Don't do the same things. Like one day you might see me in nature. Next day I'm handheld. Next day I'm live streaming. Next day I got a whole new background. So this is how to grow. I'm never doing the same thing. I'm always elevating. So remind yourself, if you really want to level up in life, you got to be multi-dimensional. Don't be one-dimensional. Don't only have one trick in the bag. Shout out to everyone who's here. Shout out to everyone who's diving deep. Drix, shout out to you. Appreciate your authenticity, Ralph. Appreciate your authenticity, Ralph. Your videos speak every time I tune in. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get an amen there? Much love, Ralph. Peace. Shout out to you. You are appreciated. I want to give a round of applause to everyone who's here. So, like I told you, deep divers, we won. And rejoice, celebrate. Like I always say, if you haven't already got it, make sure you check out the new book. You get it. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. As well, make sure you add me on Instagram at official Ralph Smart, because I'm always posting things there. Sometimes I don't post to YouTube. So make sure you add me right now at official Ralph Smart on Instagram. And of course, if you are someone, I want the good ass prana shirts, Ralph. Well, if you're a sexy ass model, if you want to get the good ass prana shirts, ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. So, you know, we won. And I want to say, celebrate, deep divers. Don't allow fear to keep you down. Don't allow yourself to be subjected by the fear frequency. Energy is contagious. Be aware of what energy you are absorbing into your field today. Be aware of the energy you are absorbing into your force field today. I love all of you deep divers. Shout out to everyone here. I love all of you. And like I told you, deep divers, you see, that's a secret. Little secret I give to you, okay? Always remind yourself, anytime you want to grow, don't rest on your laurels. I just put out a video. Then I just did a live stream. You see, I didn't just stop on that video because we're on to the next one, right? And this is how you always grow in life. Don't just get stuck where you are. Always elevate. Always push forward. We ain't finished, deep divers. We got a whole lot to talk about. Once again, if you're on this live, smash the like button. And also tell people Ralph Smart is live. Saltwater Mama, you are appreciated. Always thankful for you, my celestial brother. The children send love to you, and the deep divers, we are going to build this together. Absolutely. 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 And that's the big thing. We are going to build this together. You see, the reason why I'm excited is because a lot of people now know we have to reclaim our power. A lot of people now know we have to become sovereign beings. A lot of people now know governments have failed us. We have to lead ourselves. This is the true revolution. I'm only a guide. I'm not a guru. The guru lies within yourself. Now, I want to give you a slow motion. Okay? I'm going to give you a slow motion. Check this out. In a world full of masters, who rules? Slow motion this side. Let me repeat that. In a world full of masters, who rules? And this is where we're moving back to in the age of Aquarius. It's like we're all becoming superheroes. And every superhero has their superpower. So that's why I'm learning from you, deep divers. There's nobody greater than yourself, right? You're just as good as me. I'm just as good as you. This is the world we're moving to, where everybody has a superpower. You just got to find it, baby. You just got to find it. Because for the longest time in this matrix, we've had hierarchy. Kings, queens, and peasants. And that's going out of the window because now people are finding their crown. They're putting themselves on the throne. It's a beautiful sight. My, oh my, it's a beautiful sight, deep divers. Let me give a big shout out to everyone who's here. Nicole Reiter, thank you so much. You are so appreciated. Sexuality, yin yang, hot, cold. Mama is here. Okay. Mama is here. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I see as well. What's happened on the planet as well is that a lot of people are starting to realize, first of all, before I say that, let me give a shout out to Spencer. Spencer Moore, you are appreciated. Very important. The man with one eye is the king of the blind. Slow motion this side. Absolutely. The man with one eye is the king of the blind. Very powerful statement. Ooh. That's a slow motion right there. R4DRZ. Yikes. You see, I brought it back. Yikes. There is no leader in the revolution because the revolution is self-led. Slow motion this side. Whew. Yikes. You see, deep divers, I got to screenshot that. I got to screenshot that. But that's very true. There is no leader in the revolution because the revolution is self-led. Let that sink in, deep divers. There is no leader in the revolution because the revolution is self-led. And this is why a lot of people are coming back to their power. They're starting to lead themselves. They don't need the government. They don't need politicians telling them what to do. They don't need big technology companies telling them what to do. That's a very dangerous human being. Because now this human being becomes powerful beyond measure. And that human being is you and I. And it's a beautiful feeling. It's wonderful to know that. There is no leader. Let me screenshot that right now. I'm going to quote you, R4DRZ. If you see it floating around on Instagram, I'll put your name at the bottom. We're living in monumental times of change. And I told you, all around the world, there's pushback. And it's because people are no longer willing to bend over. Now they're ready to stand up. Stand strong. Stand tall. So we got to celebrate that at least. And like I always say to myself, reality is focus. If we collectively focus on the world we want to manifest, it will manifest. So every single day as you're going throughout your day, be mindful of what you're putting into your mind. If it's always fear-based, bad news, guess what? That's the world you will create. But if you are looking on the brighter side of things, that actually everything that's happening on the planet with this global pandemic is actually the catalyst for the world's greatest mass awakening in human history. This has never been done. It's about to be done. What did they say in the Matrix? This has never been done. That's why it's going to work. Deep divers, I love each and every one of you. Once again, we won. And I hope I'm sending you all good ass energy. You know, you are appreciated. We got this. One love to everybody here. I'll be back and check out that video we won after this. So I love all of you deep divers. Let's just go 80s and dance our way out of this. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, you like that? Shout out to Nicole. Okay, my hips needed that one love. Absolutely. You are appreciated. You are appreciated, Nicole. XP. Shout out to you, XP Beats. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate all of you deep divers. Look, you are amazing. Go into the day with bravery and not fear, love and not hatred. Together we can change the world. Let's celebrate. I love all of you. Deep divers, we won. Much love to all of you and keep diving deep. I'll be back. Much love to everyone here. We out, deep divers. Peace.